I own an event staffing company, right? And I have about 200 part-time employees and a full-time employee. And we do about 2.1 million in revenue annually. And my question for you, Dave, and thank you so much for helping me out, is how do I go about creating a marketing strategy with a responsible budget?
How have you gotten the business that you've gotten?
Knocking down doors and cold calling and just tenacity, I guess.
I love your marketing strategy.
Thank you.
What is it that you're wanting to do that you're not doing?
Well, so, I have financial goals surrounding
marketing. What is it? What marketing is it? What marketing is it that you're wanting to do that you're not doing?
Digital marketing.
Such as,
SEO, right? Bringing my website up to the front page of Google for certain search terms, right?
Okay.
Just getting more eyes on us. Our competitors tend to have more visibility. And so, we have competitors that can't come close to the quality of the product that we have, but they're more visible online. And, I lose a lot of what I think is potential business that way.
Because they don't find you.
Exactly, because they don't find me first. And once you get in with an event staffing partner, people just don't like to switch. They don't like to lose the familiarity.
Well, unless something goes wrong. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So how good's your website?
It's fine. I mean, it looks nice, right?
If I come to it, does it make me want to buy?
I think so. I wrote all the copy myself, right? And so if people find the website, I think
the visuals are strong.
As far as I know, right? I'm not an expert in any of those things, but from my perception, it is strong. Okay.
So your perception is that the website is not the broken link; it's that they never get there.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right. So your marketing strategy that you could expand on would be buying some Google words in your neighborhood. And so if you bought event marketing or event staffing in your neighborhood, what would that cost? And look up, work with Google on that. They sell Google keywords, right? You know how to do that.
Yes.
Okay. And the same thing on Facebook. You can do Facebook advertising that retargets local. You can do geo-targeting, meaning drop ads into people's Facebook pages in the market that you're in. Facebook's probably not as good for you as Google is because you're a B2B. You're not marketing to consumers. Facebook's a better consumer outlet, as you might guess, because who's on Facebook? It's not businesses looking to staff. LinkedIn might be good for you.
Yeah. LinkedIn can, I guess, do ads.
Yeah. You can do force placed ads based on keywords, and there's all kinds of processes you can use with both of those. So, what was your net on your 2.1?
About 370.
Okay. All right. If I'm in your shoes, I'm going to hire somebody for the 50 to 70 range that is a world-class digital marketer.
It's funny you mentioned that, Dave, because I have been considering reaching out and hiring a sales/marketing person, and I even have a couple candidates in mind.
Now, sales and digital marketing are way different.
Sure.
Sales is analog, shaking hands, eyeball to eyeball, human interaction. Digital marketers don't know how to do that.
Right. So you're saying these positions, I should find maybe people that are specialized in either,
or outsource the digital part, digital marketing, and get a freelancer.
Sure.
And that just does a contract basis. But the problem you've got to really spend some time picking this person as if you're going to outsource it, as if you were hiring them full time. I want you to really understand and make sure they are competent, because here's the thing. Everyone in their 20s up to 35 years old has grown up with a magic wand in their hand, and they all think they're digital marketers. There's not a 27-year-old on the planet that doesn't think they know something about SEO. Okay? They just do.
Yeah.
It's native to them. And they actually do know something about it, but that's different than being an expert on, laying out a digital campaign with Google keywords and a LinkedIn strategy, which is what you and I are talking about. I don't actually know how to do those things, but I got a whole bunch of people on our team that do know how to do them. And so that's what you're interviewing for is, did I do a website once that worked while I lived in my mother's basement, or am I an actual digital expert?
Sure. And so, if I'm choosing between a person to do this full time versus like outsourcing it,
you got to interview for what I was talking about either way.
Right. Of course. That makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, you got to prove that they actually, because here's the problem. Too many times at your stage of business, folks that we're coaching, and it actually never happened to me because the internet didn't exist when I was at your stage, but what we're finding is they'll hire that they know they need to do this, and someone comes in and convinces the guy with a little bit of smoke and mirrors, you, the guy, that they can do anything, and they're the genie in a bottle, and all of a sudden you drop 20 grand on a marketing contract with a freelance guy, and find out later that he can't find his butt with both hands, and it's just it's a problem, and so you've really got to not just be the only sale they make. I always laugh and say sometimes I think we hired a salesperson. The only sale they made was when we hired them, but and so you really got to get down in the weeds with them and have them give you some proof text. Give me some actual examples of when they did this. Show me how this works. I'm not going to go do it. I don't want to go do it. That's why I'm talking to you. But show me how a Google AdWords strategy works. Show me what a LinkedIn strategy would look like in this situation. And let's start to unpack it and show me you know how to do it. And then set some key things that are contingent upon your payment, that they have to hit these key points. Otherwise, we're not just giving you money because you said you knew how to do marketing. That's not happening. So anyway, we're going to dig into it as if we were hiring them to be an employee. And you might want to hire them to be an employee. I don't know. You're going to have to at some point, because this digital marketing world requires a constant pressure, and you're going to start learning words like ROI and ROAS and conversion rates and all these things on these words, because you can overpay for these stinking words. You can overpay for these positions on Facebook really easily because they're not afraid to overcharge you. I can promise that. So you've really got to manage this like you're scared to death that you don't know what you're doing, because you're scared to death because you don't know what you're doing. And you're looking over their shoulder and you're micromanaging and you're learning about it from them. I want to know what they're doing every step of the way if I'm you, so that it actually gets done, because we don't want to fool with all this and the only thing we do is spend money and nothing happen. Because marketing that works makes you more than it costs you. It's free. So a marketing strategy that works, that's where it leaves you. You're going to enjoy being there. That's the plan. So good stuff, man. Good stuff. I think you're at a cool place. And I think you definitely are going to need some help there one way or another, depending on how you choose to staff it.